Welcome to Coaches Getting Coffee. I'm here with the one and only Andrew Sparks, who's from Sydney, in Newport, freezing his tits off, as am I. I thought it'd be a good idea to get mokes because they're fun, but it's windy and cold. Shout out to Nigel who's driving. Dude, what you used to do before coaching CEOs on how to exit their business? Like tell me about the life experience or the job experience that like feeds into this.
The life experience or the job experience. So I dropped out of school at 15.
Yeah, right.
Never fit into the, the regular education system. Got all the report cards that were, Andrew should try harder, Andrew would do better if he could focus himself.
Yep.
And got into construction, plumber.
Yep.
Did that for a handful of years, working in pubs and clubs and all that sort of stuff as well. And then had a period of my life where things weren't going the way that I would want them to.
Yep.
Found psychology, studied it for myself, realized that if I applied it to something positive, then I'll be able to help a lot of people with the changes that it helped me make.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here today in the back of a moke in California.
What inspired you to coach?
I think it was exactly that. When I studied psychology, for me, it was like,
this is the breakthrough. I want to share this with the world.
This changed my life, and I'd always been, everything that I'd done in my life had always been pushing the limits on whatever I was doing. And so I started working in, did some high performance stuff, had the Barclays trading desk doing performance coaching, worked in high performance sports and that sort of thing. And then, that was good. The contracts took a long time to get in the corporate world. And that's when I turned into the entrepreneur space. And
when did you start this business? How long ago? This is quite new.
This business right now, 18 months ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And if it's private, don't share. From zero to where so far, revenue-wise?
0 to 3.6 in 18 months.
Fuck yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're clearly an asset. Clients are lucky to have you. When you think about the starting of your coaching business, what were like the early obstacles or hard stuff to overcome?
Me.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah, very much just, I think it's all just about the habits and the strategy, and when you can stack the habits together consistently, you're going to get a certain outcome.
Yep.
And so I think
like the dailies and weeklies
stuff in place, and I didn't start in the business coaching and advisory space.
Yeah.
I started in the performance space. So over a period of years and doing that kind of before life coaches were life coaches, kind of on the cusp of that.
Yeah.
Before it became a thing. So I was doing a lot of that, and then the more companies that I worked with, the more that I realized I had some investment that I could make in the business space as well that would accelerate their growth.
Yeah, yeah. We're going to Vacancy Coffee. I'm pretty sure it's run by an Aussie and a Kiwi, so it should be good. I just drank a really bad hotel coffee with Laura, and I was here on the 4th of July once, and there was like wall-to-wall American flags. I was like, man, Americans wear their patriotism right on the outside.
Yeah.
Aussies wear it a bit like a G-string, like maybe a tiny bit showing on the top, but mostly hidden.
We lived here for 3 years in San Francisco and Seattle, and like that level of patriotism was like so obvious.
Next level, hey.
And then if you like put that in correlation to tall poppies, it's like
so different, hey.
Yeah.
Let's go tactical. Like you've grown this coaching business like at a rate of knots. It's on a tear.
Yeah.
2 or 3 tactical. Here's how I grew. That are modelable for others. Like what are the how-tos?
So number one, client acquisition for sure.
Yep.
If you don't have clarity on the message of the biggest pain, if you can't explain the problem that they have better than they can explain it themselves, they're never going to buy from you.
Yeah.
And it's that level of clarity often that only experience will give you to be able to have the conversation that's happening inside their head that sometimes they don't even know that's happening inside their head.
Yeah.
So that's number one. Number two for me has been super critical. I've recently brought on a partner, someone that she's been in the business with me for pretty much since we started.
Yeah, right.
And she's been amazing in delivery.
Yeah.
So that's been an area that I'll be able to wind myself out of that department quite quickly.
Yeah.
Look at the high level metrics and meet on that weekly, but not have to be in the weeds dealing with all of that.
Yeah.
So that's number two.
Client acquisition, one key hire to remove a bottleneck so you can focus on. So what did that free you up to focus on?
I'm still sitting over client acquisition we've just hired, I think, we're at 17 now, we've just hired 4 or 5, so it's a lot of IP going into those people in the last, 30 days.
Yeah.
To be able to wind me out of marketing and sales as well.
Yeah.
So that then I can just focus on probably high-level product and continue on culture and building leadership team.
Yeah, right. That's killer.
So they're my 3. What are your 3?
I don't know if it's 3. I think like when you're first getting started, it's like find a model and copy and just do.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fear when you get started, and so it's just pull the trigger and go.
Yeah.
As you get bigger, I think making sure that the model you build, and most people don't get this right, and it's almost something you need to fuck up to change.
Don't build a prison.
Don't build a prison, exactly right.
Yeah.
Build something that you actually love.
Yeah.
Because the right business for someone else often isn't for you.
Yeah.
And so don't be scared to do it your way. In fact, lean into that.
Yeah.
We were chatting with Victor yesterday. He was launching in the States, a bit nervous about it because he's got a big background in Brazil.
Yeah.
That's the asset. So just yes, there's a model, but what really makes the model work is the you.
Yeah. I'd say I dealt with that quite a few times on the way up too. It's like you build a model and it gets you to a certain phase, and then you might hit a bottleneck either mentally or you burn yourself out or whatever because you're doing all the things, or you're doing things that you enjoy doing at a certain level and now you don't love doing anymore.
Yeah.
And I think for me, even if, for us to get the growth that we have, if I was still client facing all the time, I'm a couple of hours a month.
Is that right?
Yeah, if I was client facing all the time, then I wouldn't have the energy to be able to grow and focus on the rest of the team and the rest of the departments,
Yeah. I loved, I saw a couple of ads that you shot a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
You let the savage out a little bit.
Yeah.
What was different from that to this? Your old marketing to this? Anything or?
Yeah, obviously working with Tony a lot on messaging and in my heart, I always knew that what I was doing was boring.
Yeah.
But it was working.
Yeah.
And I've got ads, individual ads that have made me millions of dollars, and so then you just think I'll keep repeating the same thing. But as I got more space, as we scaled and added more team, I was able to then have more energy to be able to go deeper and really figure out what was in my heart, what was I trying to do, and create from my heart. And it's almost, it sounds a bit woo-woo maybe, but I see it as art now.
It's totally
it's
like
kind of
art.
You're attracting the type of person based on the person that, the way that your ads are and the way that you're showing up and your branding for your company and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think many people over the years as well have told me,
Tone it down.
You can't do the high-end stuff, tone it down, just do this. And in my heart, I thought, this is boring. I don't like it. What the fuck am I doing?
Totally.
And I think
it's hard because sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get bored before the market gets bored, and then it's premature to change.
Yeah.
But it's also, is that our coffee shop? It says coffee.
We'll take it.
That's the one.
Is that vacancy? Let's have a look. Yeah, there we are.
Yep.
Huzzah, good coffee in a slow moke. Have you ever had a time where it was super bad and super dark and you almost gave up? Or have you?
Nah.
No.
Like
it's never been hard, or you just knew you weren't going to give up?
The whole thing's been hard.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that I hate, a lot about the guru model and so forth, which I'm working so hard not to emulate, is that it's super hard. No one can explain to you how hard it is. To have the strategic and the tactical execution, but B, to become the type of person that's eligible to have the team and do the thing.
Yeah. We're at Vacancy Coffee. We give them a big shout out because they're run by Aussies and the coffee's great. It is hard and you've never wanted to quit and you wish that people realised it's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah, and I think like I said, I think that's a guru model that I
Can't get
make
behind.
sure that I'm not emulating, because I think that contact with reality is so important for business owners at all stages to know.
Yeah.
But I would also say that my personality is like, I'm going to figure it out no matter how long it takes, and that's pros and cons to that, obviously. But I think very much I just knew that it was hard, but I knew that people could do it, and I knew that I was going to figure it out.
Yeah. What's the best and worst part of your job, your role at the moment?
I think the best part is like developing the team.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I really love that, and shaping the culture, creating, like I said, I think like thinking of it like art. I think the ability to shape a culture and create something with the vision that was in here and see it turn up tangibly is super cool, and see people develop from, not much to quite a lot, and then go on to run departments and run divisions and manage things. It's like super cool.
Yeah, man. How did you find your people? Like, why did you decide, let's help these dudes get exit ready?
I'd looked at like the space that I was in the early days. I was doing a lot of leads and sales and retention, helping people get customers. And
Normal stuff.
for me, that was quite a tough market, because if you make people rich, you're a hero, and if you don't, you're the devil. So you're kind of carrying a lot. It's a lot to carry.
Yeah.
I looked at, and I think with my maturity in business as well, sort of where I got to, and I looked at it and I went, what do I love? I love culture, building teams, helping people get the time back. My dad worked 16 hours a day for many, 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 many years of his life. And I think there's probably an element of that in my work as well, to make sure that A, I don't do that, but B, to be able to make sure that I can help other people achieve the same things.
Yeah. Cool. Have you ever, there been a moment when obviously you've had it's a pretty fast trajectory. Was there a moment where you're like, oh, I can see this like coming together, I can see it working on me, this is going to be a thing?
Well, this is going to be a plug.
Okay.
When I got into boardroom,
Yeah.
I just had, and I'm clearly not paid for saying this, but I just had there were people ahead of me that were just regular people that were doing it, and the openness and the sharing in the community was just like, oh, you're here, you just need to do this, this, and this. And if you do this, this, and this, and then I looked at those people and I was like, okay, there's nothing.
Who do you want to give a shout out to?
In the community?
Yeah.
I think Tony Fraser-Jones was a big one.
Yeah.
I think they've done really well. Every time Jay Wright speaks, you're an idiot if you don't listen.
Yeah.
I think Marty and Owen have been amazing and like super open and super sharing.
Yeah.
Flew to Singapore and
That's right.
spent some time with Owen, and it's not like there's also it's transactional in both ways. You know what I mean? I can give to them even though they might be a bit further down the road in some things, and it doesn't mean they've solved everything. And there's things that I can feed into them.
Yeah.
I think it's just that openness, and that's where I was like, I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time before I get there.
Yeah.
Because if I just keep doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and like, I wouldn't have, it's the little statement here or there. And it's like just that. It's those 10 words, it's those 3-minute conversation. It's not big stuff. It's not like I've spent, forever with these people. We're all busy. We're all got a lot going on. But if you pay attention, and like kudos to you as well, obviously, it's just the community and the way that it's been architected is something that we're going to strive for in our community as well, to make sure that it's got the same, and we are doing that.
Yeah.
We had an event a couple of weeks ago, and there's a couple of people that I was like, they're not coming back.
Yeah,
they don't,
100%.
They don't fit our vision of where we're going. So let's continue to optimize for better.
Yeah. What are you building?
We're building a connected group of people that want to exit one of three ways, get off the treadmill, get out operationally, or sell for a life-changing amount of money. And it's...
I feel like our coffee's over there.
Oh, it is. He's trying to stay out of shot.
No, don't stay out of shot. Be in shot.
Who was the single shot?
I'm the single. He's the double.
I'm single.
You're single.
Single shot.
Oh.
Whatever. I'll drink half.
I'll be 1.5 each. To you.
Cheers.
That's a lot better than hotel coffee.
That's proper coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So building a community of people who are wanting to exit one of three ways. So it's off the tools or?
Yeah, off the tools, out operationally, or to be able to sell for a life-changing amount of money.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Are you good at celebrating on the way?
No.
Yeah,
Not
I
at
didn't
all.
think so.
No. No, because I think there's a mountain to climb, and once you climb a mountain, there's another mountain that's in front of you, and yeah. But I think if you look at a lot of driven people as well, they're probably wired the same way, that it's like, cool, that's great, but like on to the next thing. And so if you give up, there's no way we would have gone from 0 to 3.6 in 18 months without that drive, probably.
Yeah,
And,
that's true.
so it's like, do you then reshape yourself and then maybe things slow down? So I'm super driven for my family as well, you know, and we're buying quite a few properties and doing other things, and I want to set them up. So I just want to optimize, and I'm not too far off optimizing my own lifestyle.
Yeah. Remember about that?
Yeah, I think got a 2 and a 4-year-old, 2 amazing little daughters, and I've worked a lot of hours and put a lot of time in. And now that we're building out the team, I'm making myself redundant in departments so that I have all the flexibility that I want. I'll never sit on the beach 40 hours a week.
Yeah. But a couple's all right.
Yeah, like to be able to, pick them up, drop them off for playgroup, and spend weekends with them and be present with them. That's like super important. That it's like the more the company's grown, and I think this is a bit of a testament to the product that we have. The more the company's grown, the more present I've become, because
That's cool.
I haven't. Often when people grow their teams, they end up with more problems. And for us, because of good hires and good systems and operations, the more hires that we're getting, the more that I'm getting my time back, not more people directly coming to me.
Yeah. I'm just in the afterglow of a really lovely sip of coffee right now. Blissed out. That was good.
It's good.
Yeah. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned in the last little while that is like shifted direction or perspective for you in the coaching biz?
It's just stacking the deck with good people around you at every level. In the advisory sense, in the team sense, in the execution sense. Because that then allows us, which is probably the real one, which is to spend more to go faster.
Yeah.
But without smart people around you, you spend more and more holes in the bucket. So it's kind of between doubling down on spend and increasing that a hell of a lot. But if you've got no one there to catch, then you end up brand damaging. And that's like super important to me, to make sure that our brand and reputation is really strong in the marketplace versus just pushing people through for money. Like, I'm okay to go a little bit slower than what a lot of other people might, just knowing that I want to get as close to right as what we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talked about art when we're in the windy moke. What's the what's the art for you? Obviously, there's art in the creative of the ads, but it seems like you treat the whole business that way.
Yeah, I think I think we get one shot at this.
Yeah.
I think we are, whether we like it or not, we're architects of our own journey.
Yeah.
And I think high standards are things that I've always had, and expectations are things that I've always had. And through brand, through reputation, but also through the direct work that we do, we're able to have an influence and communicate what's in here and in here out to there. And it's like super cool to like see that come together and see other people want to believe in that as well. Like I think I got beat up at school and had lots of situations like that I didn't necessarily grow up with a ton of worth and that sort of thing. So like when I first started doing this, I was like, wow, do people really like care about the same things that I care about?
Yeah.
And so to be able to see that, and now it's just, well, if this is what they care about, what's all the stuff that I haven't thought about that they probably do care about that we need to add in, you know? And so that's optimizing product as we continue to grow and help everyone show up the way that they want it.
I think a lot about my first kind of entree to this world. My uncle Brian sent me this. It's weird with it. Sent me like a crate full of old cassette tapes and manuals from like his old seminar days when he was learning.
Yeah.
And there was a 3 cassette tape set of Michael Gerber, who wrote Email.
Yeah.
He did a day in Brisbane or wherever. He was talking about how the best businesses are obsessed because the owners are obsessed. You know, like at Disney, they steam clean the car park every night. They don't have to, but they do because they care.
Yeah.
And he had this line that like hit me, and it's in my head every week. He's like, I've seen churches that are run like gas stations and gas stations that are run like churches. Yeah. I love this idea that you can just run a regular business just with a real care and an obsession about like arting the business.
I think about this a lot, like I would say I have a healthy level of insecurity.
Yeah.
In the sense that I want my team to feel like this is the best fucking place that I've ever worked and I want to be here forever. So I want my members to think the same thing as well. And I think I'm not awake at 3 o'clock in the morning with it, which is why I think it's like a healthy insecurity. But I'm always looking at things and saying, not good enough, needs to be better. We can do a better job of that. And I think that level of care and attention that comes from an insecure place for sure means that I'm looking out for those gaps and holes and things that can potentially bring it down, you know, and having chatted with, you know, some of the people a bit further down the road as well, some of them had that, this is like gone way too well and maybe it's all going to come down. And I think to stay on top of that, you just got to keep looking at your product and looking at your community and looking at your team and going, how do we make it better? And that's innovation, right? 101.
Yeah, man.
What are some of the things that you've done to create art for yourself? Like, where does it come from?
Funny, because I used to be, like, there's the obvious stuff, like the slides look a certain way, the workbooks look a certain, like that's the obvious.
Yeah.
I was at a seminar. We were running a workshop, and I kind of got known. I was the dude, like, the dude who draws stuff.
Yeah.
So that was the art, and then I remember having this epiphany, going, like, the art has been the content, and like, if I step back, what if the business was art? Like the whole, everything from the way we onboard a person to the way the team works to that. What if that was the canvas? And it just like expanded my mind. There's like so much opportunity to like do things our own way.
Yeah.
I just love the creativity. It's like an infinite canvas. You can just like
Totally is.
make your own little world.
Yeah.
Which is dangerous because like we all make the world to suit us and we're a bit fucked up.
Yeah, but then I think...
But it's kind of rad.
Yeah, when people get on your product, you realise there's other fucked up people that have the same fucked up beliefs and
love it.
And love it, totally.
What are you proudest of?
The person that I've become, for sure. The continued striving to become a better business owner, a better husband, a better father. And what I've been able to create off a pretty low base at a point in my life. Yeah, like for sure, without a doubt.
Fucking proud of you, man. I feel lucky to work with you.
To Aussie Coffee.
To Aussie Coffee.